Welcome back to my channel, y'all. I am going to start a new series called 10-minute dinners, and it's basically where you take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, put it all together, and make a whole nother dinner out of it. So instead of having mac and cheese on the side, we're going to have a taco mac and cheese. So I've already browned my ground beef and I've already cooked my pasta. So the first thing that we're going to do with this ground beef is I'm going to add a packet of taco seasoning so I can kind of change the taste to what it would normally be if I just threw it in there willy-nilly. So I'm going to have that cooking on the side while we go over here to the mac and cheese and mix that up really quickly. And then we'll come back to the meat because we're going to add something to it, and then we're done. So you cook your meat separate, or you can have leftovers, whatever, leftover mac and cheese as well, which there's never any leftover at our house. But now while that's cooking, we're going to come over here and we're going to add the cheese to our mac and cheese. Add this real quick. And I made 2 boxes. You can do 3, but if you do 3 boxes, you need to have at least 1.5 pounds of ground beef. Okay. All right. Since this is already cooked, all I've got to do is combine this together. Now, all we have to do is give the taco meat just a few more minutes, and then we'll drain it, and then we'll add our next ingredient, and then we'll combine everything, and we are ready to eat. I'll be back here in just a few. Okay, y'all, so the meat is done. I've drained the meat, and we're moving on. I've got some drained rotel. So I'm going to add that real quick, and we're just going to stir this up. Now you can heat it for a second if you want to, but it really, it's not really necessary. I think the heat from the meat and the macaroni is going to make it, it's going to warm it up. So make sure that it's drained first. The rotel is what I mean. Make sure that's drained. Make sure that your meat is also drained. And then add it to your mac and cheese. And you have a filling dinner that tastes really good, full of flavor, and it only took minutes to make. All right, let's move on to our next recipe. We're going to have 5 recipes total for this series. Really quick dinners when you're exhausted. 10-minute dinners. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, y'all, this is another really quick dinner. Preheat your oven to 425. We're going to do some sheet pan fajitas. This is for chicken, but you can substitute it with any meat that you want. So I've just took 3 chicken breasts. I've sliced them up, boneless, skinless, of course. And we're going to put some oil on them. Probably about 3 tablespoons, and you can use any type of oil. Stir this up real quick. Go ahead and add your chopped up peppers and onions. Go ahead and stir that up real quick before you put the seasoning on. Now, typically for fajitas, I do a marinade, but for a 10-minute dinner, real quick, we're gonna do some dry seasoning. And Kinder's makes a fajita blend, and that's the one I'm gonna be using, but you can use any type. It could be, here's a fajita blend that they have. It can be any type. One you make up yourself, anything. So I'm gonna put in here about, very generous, So I would say 3 tablespoons, but that's definitely about 1/3 of the jar. And I'm just gonna stir these together. My oven is already preheated. My pan's already ready. And I'm gonna stick these in the oven. Now about halfway through, this only takes 10 minutes or so. About halfway through, you need to go in and stir this to make sure it's cooking evenly. And to get those spices distributed evenly. Okay. Real fast. This is stuff that can be done ahead of time. And then when you come home from work, just pop them onto the sheet pan and you're ready. But very important, halfway through, make sure you stir them until they're done like how you want them to be. And boneless, skinless chicken breast does not take long. And if you do really thin flank steak, it shouldn't take long either. All right, see you back here in a few. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product. I did halfway through, come through, break up the chicken because you know how it likes to stick together. It smells fantastic and I'm sure it's gonna be great. But you know, also if you don't want to use a dry rub or a dry seasoning to do your fajitas, you can always marinate it. It's gonna take a little bit longer, but hey, this is a 10-minute meal. It did not take long at all. And I can go ahead and get all the fixings out and we can serve it and we're ready to go. All right, on to the next 10-minute meal. Hey y'all, okay, so another really quick and fast meal that I make a lot of times is spaghetti. I've made it on my channel many times, but today we're gonna do a really quick how-to on that. I just browned some ground beef. I use ragu, old world style, traditional sauce, not meat flavored. Then I cook up about 1.5 pounds of spaghetti by itself, spaghetti noodles by itself. And I've got that drained right now and waiting. I combine my noodles with my sauce. You of course don't have to do that, but it saves on money because I won't need that much sauce. I get the 45 ounce jar. This is the one I use. I don't put any other seasoning in here, just salt. And the trick that makes this sauce taste a lot better is I let it simmer with the meat in. Lid. Okay, so the trick is that I simmered this for probably about 5 to 10 minutes. And then I will use this and we'll start layering. I put the spaghetti noodles, then sauce, spaghetti noodles, the sauce. I mix it all together and that's how I serve it. A few more minutes, let me get this simmered. I'll combine it and show you what I'm talking about. Quick simmer. Okay, y'all, so my sauce was done. I added it to my spaghetti, stirred it all together. It's ready to go. All I have to do is put whatever with it that I would like to go with it. Usually we do a French bread sliced up with some garlic, salt, and some butter, and I've already got a meal. Maybe a salad if I need that. But this right here feeds a lot of people. 1.5 pounds of noodles, 1 pound of meat, cut up with my meat chopper, my meat chopper, and a 45 ounce thing of sauce, and I have dinner. All right, on to our next meal. Okay, y'all, so on to our next real simple, easy recipe. I sliced up some skirt steak, or you can use flank steak as well. It's almost 2 pounds worth. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some fried rice. We're gonna use the flank steak and we're gonna use this. I've got 3 boxes of this. And it's just a really quick, easy meal. You'll cook them separate and then you'll just combine them. And then I'm going to add a couple little extras. You don't necessarily have to add, but if you had them, It'd be nice. So just go ahead and cook your fried rice according to the directions. And I'm going to do 3 boxes. And I'm just going to brown this real quick. And like I said, follow the directions on the box. And stir in the meat. Stir in a couple of extras. And you've got dinner. Shouldn't take any time at all. Alright, I'll see you back here in just a few when I go to combine everything. Okay, y'all, so it's all cooked and ready. I'm going to add some frozen peas and carrots. Not much, probably a third of a cup, half of a cup. It's just supposed to be a little bit of an accent, not full on, you know, meal or whatever. Usually your steam from your rice will cook these. You know, just letting it sit because this is pretty hot. So I'm just going to let that stay like that. And I'm just going to take a portion of the meat that I had cooked up. Not all of it, just a portion or so. Because also I want that to be, you know, an accent, not the full on, you know. So you can probably get by without, like, probably less than a pound. A half to 3/4. And you're literally just going to stir it in. And that's it. Now you can use chicken with this if you prefer. Or any meat, really. But I decided to try something a little different this time. And surprisingly enough, the meat is tender. It's fried in cornstarch, so that kind of makes it tender. I don't really know how. It just kind of does. You can Google it. It'll tell you all about it. Also, one other little tiny little trick to kind of make it very close to takeout, which I know is nowhere near the same thing, but it's kind of close. I'm going to put a little bit of, wipe my hands off, a little bit of sesame oil in this. Not much. It just gives a little bit of a different taste. And you can get that on the Asian aisle of your grocery store. And you'll keep it in your fridge for whenever you make anything Asian. But that's it, y'all. Now, I did overcook my rice just a teeny tiny tad. But other than that, my supper is ready. Alright, y'all. We got one more meal left. It's really quick and simple. Okay, y'all, so this is the last of our 10-minute meals. I decided to do a chicken burrito bowl. Normally, I do just burrito bowls without the meat, but I thought this would probably be a good learning experience for some. So, you get some leftover chicken and you can throw it back into the pan. And then we're going to add 2 cans of rinsed black beans and 2 envelopes of, or 2 packages of taco seasoning. And then we're going to just simmer this for like the normal time, like normally that you would when you're doing taco meat. So I'm going to put this in and put my other one in. So that's 2 packs. So it's 2 cans of black beans rinsed, 2 chicken breasts chopped up and cooked already. They're already cooked. And 2 envelopes of taco seasoning. And then you're going to add your water. And then you're going to bring this to a boil just real quick, so it shouldn't take but a few minutes. And you drain it and assemble your bowl, and that's it. You're done. So I'll be back here in just a few after this comes to a boil, and I'll drain this meat mixture off. Okay, y'all, so my meat bean mixture is ready, and I'm just going to go ahead and show y'all how I assemble everything. I went ahead and drained off everything from this mixture first. You can, of course, leave it on if you prefer, but putting the beans with the meat and then the seasoning is just the quickest way to do it. I've got some lettuce here. Put a little lettuce there. A little chopped tomato. And a little bit of cheese, sour cream, and salsa. You can use any type of cheese that you have on hand is fine. This is Colby Jack. Pepper Jack would be good, or cheddar would be even better. Sour cream. And a little bit of salsa. And this will be dinner tonight. You can also serve it with a side of some tortilla chips. That would be good. But it's real easy and simple. And like I said, it can be made without meat. You'll cook everything just like you did before. Just leave the meat out. Okay, y'all. So hopefully this will give you some ideas for some really quick dinners. And make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.